like to begin the Eagle Court with the flag ceremony. I invite the Senior Patrol Leader, Jake Harker, to come forward, and I take that back. Jake assigned Ben Tomander to come up and give the call. Okay.
Would the audience please rise? Color guard advance. Scout salute. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Post the colors. Color guard dismissed. The audience may be seated.
We're going to pretty much follow the outline of this program, beginning with Bishop Paul Gilman's welcome.
Thank you, George. It's exciting to have all of you here. I welcome you here to the Court of Honor for Stephen Kemeny. I appreciate seeing such a good attendance to honor one of our own who has achieved this Eagle Award. It requires a lot of work and diligence. Those are qualities that we love to see in everyone, and especially our young men who are learning to be responsible young men. And so we appreciate your support by being here tonight. The Kemeny family is a very special family. They're an integral main part of our award. They moved in July, I believe, or June, to Provo. It's wonderful to have them all back. I think we all are grateful to have them back in our ward. It feels like they should be here. They belong here. So I welcome them back in all sincerity. It's good to see the children walking the halls of the church. I hope that this Court of Honor is a time of great remembrance for Stephen and his family. It is a great achievement to earn your Eagle Award. I asked one of the members of the Scout leadership in the regional level to give me a list of those who had achieved the Eagle Award. And I was surprised at the number of people who I knew, famous people, who were on that list. It was significant to me to see their names on that list. They had worked to achieve their Eagle Award, and I can't tell you all those names, but I think if I were to read them to you, you would recognize many of them. Senators, representatives in Congress, astronauts, presidents, many, many distinguished people have deemed it of great value to be an Eagle Scout. And so here we are tonight to honor another fine young man, Stephen Kemeny. I thank you for attending, for being here, and for your honor of Stephen's achievement. Let us begin.
We're going to sing America the Beautiful. There's a, in the program on the last page, there's all the words to America the Beautiful. After which, we're going to have Ryan Giles give the invocation. Our pianist isn't here. Is there? Is there one here? Oh, thanks, Nancy. Oh. Small detail on
A book. Could someone get a hymnal, please?
Thank you. What's that? I'll lead it. Yes.
George thinks we ought to stand up.
Can the audience please rise?
Our dear Father in heaven, we're grateful that we can be gathered here today, that we could celebrate the achievement of Stephen and the homecoming of Robert. And we thank Thee for scouting and for the impact it's had on all of our lives. And we thank Thee for all the many blessings we have. And please bless those on their mission, that they can have a special protection over them, that they can also teach the gospel, and like Robert did. And please bless the scouts, that they can work to achieve the same goals and achievements which Stephen has himself set and achieved. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Ron Andersen is going to give us a proclamation.
I deem it a privilege to be here as a representative from the City Council representing the city in this at this time for this celebration. But I have to say I also am very pleased to report I was the first home teacher that the Kemenys had when they first moved to the Palo Alto 2nd Ward. And they had 3 little guys, and of course Stephen was the littlest, and it makes it very special to enjoy this celebration at this time. This is from the city of Palo Alto, a proclamation regarding Eagle Scout Sunday, and it reads, whereas Scout Troop 66 was organized in 1955 and has produced 48 Eagle Scouts, and whereas Scout Troop 66 of the Stanford Area Council of Boy Scouts of America is sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and whereas the goals of Scout Troop 66 are to teach young men the Scout values, as well as to strive to serve their God, community, and fellow man, and whereas all 44 Eagle Scouts have been influenced by leader David A. Latimer, Now therefore I, Liz Ness, Mayor of the City of Palo Alto, do hereby recognize the significant accomplishments of Scout Troop 66 and proclaim Sunday, November 13th, 1994, as Eagle Scout Sunday in honor of Stephen Kemeny as the 48th Scout to receive his Eagle rank, and David A. Latimer for his guidance to the Scouts. And this is signed by our Mayor, Liz Ness, and I'm happy to represent her in this regard. And Stephen, if you would come forth, I'll present this to you. Congratulations.
We're now going to be pleased to hear from George Parry, our former Scoutmaster, who's going to give the Eagle profile.
Thank you, George. Most Scoutmasters don't need microphones. We usually can stand out and anybody for about 3 blocks can hear us. And most of the time, if I get too loud with this, just let me know in the back, or let me know in the front, and I'll be a little quieter. It wouldn't be right without saying something about the fact that in your program here it says former Scoutmaster. These ceremonies, they drag out all the old guys, and I'm one of them, but I consider myself somewhat of a draftee. Now, on our dais up here, we do have a lifer, and it's Bob Larson. If you get a chance, introduce yourself and talk to Bob Larson. He's run a program with the Scouts. It's called the Mountain Man Rendezvous for a number of times, and if you haven't seen Bob in his full regalia, it's quite a sight to see. But Bob Larson is one of the true scouting individuals, and I like to, if you'll notice on my uniform, it's not near as decorated as his. He's been around a long time. So I'd like just to say something about Bob. Even though that tonight is Stephen's night, Stephen is, the thing that I say most tonight is that we really miss you. That's above all. I miss Stephen personally. The Scouts miss him. He has been a great addition to our troop. Stephen is a special kind of guy. I met him when he was about 12 years old. And I've seen him grow up. I've seen him get his driver's license. I've seen him achieve his Eagle rank. He's been an integral part of my life for the last 4 years. And when they moved away, I must tell you, I felt just terrible because it was a loss for the troop. But tonight he's back, his family's back, and it's a very special night to have him all, and everybody with the Kemeny family here. Because when we talk about the Kemenys, we talk about scouting. And the scouting is led by the mother, in this case, Elizabeth. She has, over the years, helped many other scouters, but in particular, she has now 3 Eagle Scouts within her family. And if you see Robert and David, they're dressed tonight, and Stephen's dressed tonight. As they'd say in the South, Elizabeth is in hog heaven. And it is a joy that all her boys made the effort. And I must tell you, it is quite an effort, as all you know, and some of you other Eagle Scouts that are in the audience, I recognize and remember. And it's not an award that's given out free. You have to earn it. And in this case, Stephen earned it, and in some cases, he earned it the hard way. He chose an Eagle project that I was part of, and it was part of the Little League. And as I go back and forth down Middlefield and I glance over there and see that project, I remember the days that we worked on it, and I remember Stephen's effort on the behalf of the Little League. And it's a wonderful project out in the center field area. He actually built an area where 4 tables were made so that people can go and enjoy the ball game afterwards or during and have a picnic area. It's quite a project, and it took a long time. But the final night, when we put all the benches together and the tables, Elizabeth was there, Lewis was there, the rest of the Scouts were there, and it was sort of a crowning evening. It was a beautiful evening, and once we had it all together, everybody had kind of a smile on their face because we knew that Stephen was within striking distance at that point of achieving his Eagle. And tonight we celebrate it. Along with his regular church activities, he's always been a fellow that was always fun to ride with. When we went on camping trips, he would bring his CD. We'd usually plug it in, and we'd rock till we got there, and when we came back, we'd rock till we got back. And Stephen always had a good selection. We always loved to hear his music. He's also, I believe it was last year, he was part of the council troop that went to the National Jamboree. It was very special that he represented Troop 66. He and Jeff Hack were members of that troop, and they were there a week, or no, 2 weeks, and spent, actually it was longer than that, 3 weeks they were gone, and they spent their time for the Jamboree at Fort A.P. Hill, and reported back to us about that adventure. And again, the thrust of scouting, where we had 35,000 scouts in one spot, is a very important part of the American landscape. Regardless of the slings and arrows, regardless of personal feelings, scouting will stay alive and will continue to march because we have leaders and because we have young men like Stephen Kemeny. And I've been told that brevity is the soul of wit, and it's time for me to sign off and move on because we have a long program. Thank you very much.
Thanks, George, for those remarks. Now we're getting to the traditional part of PA2 Eagle Court of Honor, and that is the slide presentations. It's always been one of my favorites. Elizabeth?
If you want to come down so you can see the people in front, you come down. There starts the curls. There's more curls. It's Easter. He fell asleep eating the ice cream cone. He really did. And he fell asleep just like that. It's curls again. That's his grandfather, Gomez. Kindergarten. He actually flew a plane. There's one of those people. Sorry. And playing in the gutter. There's a babysitter asleep. There's some people we know. It's Leah. Family. Our famous ward campouts.
Let's see, everything's horrible outside.
It's fine, I know. There's 2 rats on his shoulders. Remember that? That's Reed in the center. That's Dave Latimer's camera, action special camera. Swimming merit badge or skill award. They actually brought that motorcycle home.
Motorcycle.
That's right. That's David and Stephen. Those are guinea pigs. He has a pie in his hand. They were just playing around. This is the Kemeny Zoo. Oops, who put that one in there? Louis Kemeny, shame on you. Who did that? Okay. That was Dave Latimer's birthday. Karate. And the catapults. It's the catapults at Kemeny. More of a Stephen Kemeny Zoo. His grandmother Gomez. dressed up dog. That's a bird he's feeding. And then a squirrel. Yes, that's the Aviation merit badge. Graduation from elementary. First Alto. Moni Caverns. Remember that? That was a fun house when his dad took him on a trip. They were actually upside down. It's really hard for Stephen. You can see his face. That's junior high graduation. Old Jado. First paycheck. It's our last time together before Robert's mission. That's at the Jamboree. Fishing at the Jamboree. And he caught one. His treehouse, his famous treehouse. That's the Eagle Project. There it's finished. Bridal veils. His patriarchal blessing. Birthday. 16 years old. I think that's it. That's it.
Well, it still is my favorite part. We'd like to move right along now. We got the Eagle Charge with Al Karchner. Al Karchner has been one of those true scouters. I like the title underneath there. It says a true scouter. That's what I truly believe. As long as I've ever known him, and I've only lived for a small amount of time as compared to his lifetime, but he's been the guy who's given, I think, this Eagle Charge as long as I can remember. I think he gave my Eagle Charge when I was a scout here. And so I'll turn the time over to, I ought to mention Al Karchner holds the Silver Beaver, which I believe is the highest achievement you can receive in Scouts.
Stephen has surely been on the Eagle Trail for some time, and then so he's been preparing himself as he's gone up the trail. First, of course, as a tenderfoot scout, followed by second class, then first class, star class, life, and eventually the Eagle. Stephen, would you stand, please? Watching you grow up, squeezed down to a few minutes, has been very, very interesting. And you've earned every bit of it. Eagle candidate, Stephen Paul Kemeny, I charge you to live with honor. An eagle's honor is sacred, for it is the foundation of all character. Character is what you really are deep down inside. After a full and long life, let it be said of you, as of to David of old. David, in the Bible, he died full of honor. May the white on your badge remind you to live with honor. I charge you to be loyal. Without loyalty, all character lacks direction. An eagle is loyal to his ideals, his family, and his country. He treats mother and father, sisters and brothers with love and respect. He does his full share of the home duties, his school duties, and his duties to the community of which he is a part. As Shakespeare said, "To thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night follows the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man." May the blue on your badge be a reminder for you to always be loyal. I charge you to be courageous. Courage gives all character force and strength. Trust in God and have faith in your fellow man. Face each day unafraid and seek your share of the world's work. Let the red of your badge remind you always to have the courage to do what you know to be right. I charge you to give service to others. Make a habit of doing a good turn daily. Let it come forth in a life of service to God, family, and your fellow men and women. I will now ask you to make the Scout sign and to repeat after me. I, Stephen Paul Kemeny, realize my obligation to my fellow man, to my home and family, to my country and my God. I will at all times do my utmost to assist others to live with honor
I will at all times try my utmost
to assist others, to live with honor, loyalty, courage, and service, and to be a living example of the Scout Oath and Law, to the best of my ability. Two, and congratulations.
We'd like to thank Brother Karchner for that Eagle charge. At this time, I'm honored to present the Eagle Award, but before we do that, we'd like to have everyone who has earned the rank of Eagle in this audience to please come up and stand behind here. Do we have everyone who's earned an Eagle, please come forward. Maybe right along in here would be good. It's a pretty good crew. I'd just like to say a few words as I present the Eagle Award about Stephen. I have had the opportunity to be his advisor for a couple of years and to watch him grow up just for a little while. And what I've observed about Stephen is his quiet, unassuming manner that's so pleasant and so good to be around. And I noticed that about most everybody that's been around Stephen. He's just a pleasant, nice, good, caring guy, and he just makes you feel good. And that's the first thing I wanted to say. I also know and have been able to participate in many of his activities, especially his Eagle Project. Matter of fact, even my two boys were out digging the trail for a while there, and he's a good example of a scout. A good example of the Scout Law, a good example of Scout Oath. And I think anybody who can live up to those two things is a great ideal citizen. And I think that's what Stephen is. And I'm very pleased to give him the highest rank of scouting, the Eagle. And at this time, Stephen, would you please rise? And it's all in here. First of all, there has to be a lot of recognition given to any Eagle, to the mother of any Eagle Scout. And I think that's what you traditionally do first, is put the pin on your mother. This is always the difficult part, so please bear with us. Let me do the honors on Stephen. I almost feel like I deserve a round of applause there. Double pins. That's a new one. Look at that. I think it's very deserving. This is a new addition. I didn't know about this. Now the father gets a pin too, and this is great because I know this dad in particular has put in a lot of work for this. There's also another pin. I guess it's for your suit. That's nice.
You can push the bottom button on the switch to the right.
Got it. Is it on? Yeah. Ha! Good. All right. Congratulations, Steve. Good eagle.
The Eagle honor to me is a great reward. To me, it means hard work and leadership and learning lots of new skills and making lots of new friends. And I'd like to thank all the people who made it possible, including all the people who set this up tonight and everyone who is here to support me. And I'd like to thank all my scout leaders, and my church leaders, and my school leaders, because they've all helped me through this. And most of all, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad, because without them, I couldn't get this award.
I'd like to thank all the Eagles past and present. Thanks for coming up and supporting us. Thank you. Yes. There are a lot of thanks to a lot of people in this room, but there's one other person we need to especially thank, and that's Karen Bradshaw. And she has spent a lot of time. I got a finger point from Leanne. There she is. Karen, could you please stand? She's put in a lot of time, especially when the younger years. And that Don, Miriam, and Sharon, too. Could you also stand? We could probably have the whole audience stand, but thank you. Especially those people, a lot of time and effort. We'd like to wrap everything up here and sing My Country 'Tis of Thee, and it's on the back page. Audience, please stand up. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. To thee I sing, land of the Pilgrim's Ride, land of the Pilgrim's Ride. From every mountainside, let
I have a very brief announcement. There is a tradition which was started some years ago in this ward, and now we will see the carrying on of that tradition thanks to a good member of our ward who has come back to us recently. Now I would like to ask the Kemeny sisters to come forward.
Okay, on behalf of my brothers and sisters, I'm presenting these flowers to my mom because she's put in so much hard work to help all my brothers get their eagle.
Would the audience please rise? Color guard, advance. Retire the colors. Color guard dismissed. The audience may be seated.
Dan Gilman is going to give the benediction. Give him time to get back.
Dear Heavenly Father, we're thankful for this day. We're thankful we can be here celebrating Stephen Kemeny and his accomplishment of the Eagle Award. And we're thankful for all his support in our ward, and we're glad that he is a member of our ward. And please bless the refreshments that they'll nourish and strengthen our bodies, and we're thankful for all our many blessings, and we say these things in Jesus Christ, amen.
Thanks, Dan.
Hi, my name is Steve Kemeny. It's November 13th, 1994, and I've just earned my Eagle Scout Award, and we were in Palo Alto, California, and we had to drive down from Provo, Utah to get here. It's pretty neat.